Hello there, dear Pisces. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your monthly theme reading for September 2023. We're going to look at your big monthly themes, the stuff that's really foundational and important for you to see for your month ahead. So thank you so much always. I love my Pisces folks. It's a major sign that I have a lot of in my own chart, so I really, really love my Pisces people out there. If you haven't been here with me before, thanks so much for stopping by. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back again. I always appreciate your time and energy. I do also have a new channel in the works, guys. For those who have followed me for a while, it is going to be called Diamond Dragon Lady, and it will be there will be a link in the description box for you guys, as well as links to all the cards that I use in my readings. We're going to start out with some oracle, a couple different oracle decks, and then we're going to do a full Celtic cross spread with clarification for you. So stay with us till the end here, Pisces. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what we have for our beautiful Pisces out there, what they need to see for their highest and best good for this month of September 2023. I feel like two of these are coming out, so I am going to take them both. Ooh, I might take three for you. Wow, Pisces. Normally I only give one to each of my signs, but this one, oh my goodness. Okay, so the first card out was simplicity. So you just want one theme, it's simplicity. So keep it simple this month, Pisces. Don't let things get too complicated, too difficult, too back and forth. Keep it as simple as you can. If you're traveling, don't pack too much stuff. If you're talking to somebody, don't get too deep into things. Keep it simple. Keep it clear. Your power is super, super strong. I felt like this one was coming out very strongly with this. So, that's just pure power growing and building for you. So keep it simple. That's where your power is. It lies in simplicity this month. Don't let things get complicated. And then on the bottom of the deck, I just saw that, and there you go. There's your Pisces symbol, the two fish right there, inner peace. I feel like this is going to be a month that brings a lot more peace. And look at that. Right after that on the bottom would have been the new beginnings. So there are new beginnings here at play, Pisces. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful to see. Let's get a numerology card for you next. Please, Spirit, let's get a special number for Pisces for this month ahead. Time out. Yes, you do need a timeout. And on the bottom was patience. Oh my goodness, Pisces. I do think you need a rest. I think y'all have been working very hard. I know I've been working very hard. I can really feel that. The number 37, the 3 plus the 7, both add up to a number 1. I love the 3 because it's a very creative number. 7 because it is a number of traveling and self-realization. But, that's a pretty busy number, right? It's like you've been working, and those two added together, you get a 10, which gives you a number 1. So I feel like, just come back to basics. Again, just come back to simplicity. Be patient with your process. Be patient with yourself. And try to rest as much as you need to. Like, if you feel like you really need that extra nap, don't feel bad at all for taking it. Let's get a crystal or gemstone that will be best for you to work with this month. And I did pre-shuffle these guys, but I have such a habit of shuffling them again when I do the reads. Oh yeah, one of my favorites. I love to wear this one. It's just a great protective stone, grounding, root chakra energy. We've got our tourmaline, so that is the root chakra. Pisces, get grounded, get protected. Don't let any negative vibes rub off on you, because you are a very psychic, sensitive sign. So you have a tendency to pick up like a sponge on everybody's feelings. Just make sure that the feelings you're picking up on are mostly positive. Keep your tourmaline around. That's a great stone. It's not real expensive. It's pretty easy to find. I prefer the black tourmaline, but it comes in many colors. So keep that in mind. Next, we're going to work on your spirit guides. Let's see which of our guardians or guides is going to be hanging out with you the most this month, Pisces? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we've got a very, very famous one coming your way. We have Jesus, Master Jesus, Yeshua, the energy of forgiveness. You are on the path of love, light, and forgiveness. Father healing is also possible at this time. So any of those father figure connections are very healed. To me, you know, working with the energy of Jesus, it's very, it's a rescuing kind of energy. It's a protective kind of energy. You know, a lot of people unfortunately have, you know, sometimes negative associations because of, you know, churches that can be overly rigid or dogmatic and things like that. And so it's sad that, you know, for a lot of folks, the image of Jesus has been tarnished, you know, because of that negativity. But when you strip away all of that man-made stuff and get to the heart of the soul and the spirit, this is a beautiful spirit to work with, a wonderful energy, the Christ consciousness, right? And so, you know, this is a time of forgiving and letting go. It's a time of, you know, doing the right thing, turning the other cheek, you know, letting go of those heavier energies and really just relying upon spirit to rescue and aid you from anything that is troubling to you at this time. Let's get, and you know, to me, this, I'll just keep going with this, Pisces, because, you know, Jesus is very associated with that symbol of the fish, right? And I almost feel like, you know, that is, if there was a astrological sign that related to the energy of Jesus, it would be Pisces. It's self-sacrificial, it's compassionate, it's loving, it's selfless, giving, right? Very generous with everything that they have, because Pisces is that oldest sign, and they know you can't take it with you, right? That's why they tend to kind of give everything they have away, even when they need to keep a little for themselves, because we still need a little bit on this earth walk. But overall, wow, that's I'm getting like good tingles, you know, just like goosebumps thinking about that, because I just made that connection again in my mind. It's like, you know, that's the sign of the fish, you know, that's the gentle, giving, loving energy. We're also in the Chinese lunar year of the rabbit, and the rabbit's Western sign association is Pisces. So I feel like the power in this year is in gentleness, kindness, forgiveness. It's very sweet. It's very beautiful. Let's get into your tarot next, Pisces. This is a very nice read so far. Yeah, I know you've been going through it. Oh my goodness. I know. I kind of consider myself, I am an honorary Pisces, because my progressed sun is Pisces and my sun sign is in my 12th house of Pisces. My Venus sign is in Pisces. I really resonate a lot with your stuff. So right in the center, we've got the Nine of Swords. Heart of the matter here. One of the hardest cards in the tarot, really, because it points to that, you know, it's overthinking, fears, worries, anxieties, troubles that go on in your mind. Sleepless nights, like I said, you probably need some rest. You need some timeouts. But I really love this particular artwork for this card. I'm using the Arcanum Tarot for this, but we have the little white dove coming in here. And she's here kind of like she's alone in the dark, all these thoughts and fears, feeling very overwhelming. But the little dove is coming through with a lot of mercy and grace. So I do feel like there is a light in the dark here, Pisces. You know, a lot of the Nine of Swords is very much, it's not real things, right? It's not tangible stuff that's getting at us. It's our fears of the future, regrets of the past. It's all that stuff kind of rising up. And as we know, for a lot of reasons, a lot of that stuff will come up when you're trying to sleep, when you're trying to rest. Because that's when that subconscious, you know, side of yourself comes more to the surface. And any fears that you kind of push down during the day, that's when you're going to feel them the most. Let's get into a clarification on this here. Yeah, the Tower card is on top of this. And, you know, to me, part of what could be causing that anxiety is just things are in motion, because the Tower card is ruled by Mars, and Mars is all about action and movement. And so even if it's good stuff, Pisces, I feel like it's still stressful to you. Even if it ultimately is going to have a very positive outcome, you're still just like, I don't like the changes. A lot of what the Tower has to do with is old foundations crumbling, right? It's like if there was a relationship that didn't work out, the reason it didn't work out is because, you know, the foundation wasn't strong enough to last far into the future. So it's really, you know, it can be painful. That's why a lot of people don't like the Tower. But ultimately the Tower is for our best good, because it says, you need a good solid foundation. And if this one's not working, we're going to take that out of there. Also, I will say, you know, Pisces, when I'm looking at the astrological wheel, you know, you got Saturn in your sign right now. And that started in early March. March 8th is when Saturn moved into the sign of Pisces. It hadn't been there for almost 30 years. And that can be a very challenging time and for anybody, because Saturn is all about taking down old structures and putting something more durable and long-lasting in its place. But we have to go through, you know, the dismantling process. And so, you know, Saturn, when it comes along in our sign, it always says, hey, let's look at what's working. Let's look at what's not working. We're going to get rid of what's not working. And I know it's going to kind of not feel so good at first, but hang in there with me. Saturn always rewards patience. And, you know, just be patient with this process, Pisces. I know it's very painful and it can be very hard. But ultimately what you're going to be doing over the next 2 years is rebuilding yourself stronger than ever and giving yourself a super solid foundation to work from. No matter what it is, job, love, etc. In the immediate past, you've got the Fool card, so I do feel like you really did take some leaps of faith. You embraced a much more childlike, innocent quality, and you just said, c'est la vie. I will go wherever the universe is leading. I can't hang on to this stuff anyway. It's shaking underneath my feet, so I'm going to take the jump. I'm going to see what comes out of this. And I think what you might have leapt away from, Pisces, would be, you know, liars, cheaters, stealers, anybody that was sapping your energy. We got that Seven of Swords. It's not such a great card. This can be a real pain, a real difficult person or people that, you know, just were not for your best. It's also a card of changing tactics. So you may have really said, you know what, I've tried so hard to just hang on to this till the bitter end. It's not working. It just gets worse and worse the tighter I hold on. So you took that leap. Going into the immediate future, though, Pisces, I just feel like things are really turning in a good way for you. This is part of the Saturn energy. The World card is ruled by the planet Saturn. So it has that. And right now, like I said, Saturn's in your sign. So this feels very perfectly timed. I feel that you are coming to some major completions. Even though Saturn's not done with your sign yet, Pisces, I feel like you've really learned a lot of lessons with it being there very early on. Like from March till now, it's been a roller coaster. It has not been easy. It has been, I don't know, just very heavy in your heart, in your mind, in your body. You just feel like you've got earthquakes and thunder coming down. And, you know, but here's the world saying, you know, this is the victory. This is the last card in the major arcana. So it really represents happy completions, going to the next level. So I feel like you've already come through some sort of portal here, Pisces, in your life. Some sort of victory lap is going on right now. You feel very good about where you've come, what you've come through. I feel like if you've survived that, like you can really get through anything, is what that says to me. You've also matured a lot. There's a lot of maturing in the world, you know, just really growing. Look at this. Oh my God, Pisces. The world is clarified by the world. So boy, take all of the things I just said and double it. Wow, you are really coming through strong here. Beautiful. I just feel like you are so blessed here right now, Pisces. You could also be attracting a Capricorn. You also have very strong Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius around you, because those are the signs that this card also represents. But mostly I just feel like you have come through a major completion phase in your life, and it's going to get better from here. Like, you're like, I'm done with that cycle. I feel good about it. It's time to start something fresh. On the bottom, what you're focusing on in your subconscious is the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like right now, Pisces, for you, it's all about the equal give and take. At the early part of this reading, we talked about how you tend to be a sign that gives away everything and doesn't leave anything for yourself. But this is all about you still being a kind, generous, compassionate soul, giving to the poor, helping people that need it, but also keeping that balance. See the little scales, keeping the balance of what you give versus what you keep for yourself. It does not make you ungenerous or stingy if you keep enough to keep yourself going. There is nothing wrong with that. But this is all about, too, in relationships or in work situations, if you're the one doing all the work, if you're the one pulling all the weight, you're not going to stick around for that. You're looking for something that's very, very, you know, equal give and take kind of energy. It flows well. It doesn't feel like one is doing everything. Two of Wands. And I feel like, you know, this is sort of a new concept in a way for you, Pisces. It's like, I haven't done that before, but I'm on this journey of reciprocity here, right? It's like I'm only going to go forward or move forward with people and situations that give me that. You're very focused on those new beginnings, though. Two of Wands is all about that. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit, we do have the Hierophant. He's kind of like a high priest, you know. This is somebody that represents spiritual commitments. Sometimes it's a little bit rigid, right? But this is mostly those, you know, those spiritual commitments. And also getting grounded. It's Taurus energy on that card. You know, you could be processing what commitment means to you. For some people, you know, in a read, this can mean, you know, conventional marriage or partnership. And it's kind of like, well, what is that all about to you at this point in your life? What do you think about that going forward? Let's get a clarifier on him, please. You know, this card can also be speaking to you that you have ascended. You've ascended to a little bit higher mind, because this is somebody that has a lot of wisdom about spiritual subjects. Wow, that one just flipped right out. I'm going to take that and I'm going to pull another one. Yeah. Okay, Pisces, we're going to talk about this. On top of this card, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Six of Cups. We are in retrogrades right now. Venus has been in retrograde in Leo. It's going to leave that station on September 4th. Mercury has been retrograde in Virgo, and it's going to leave that station on September 15th. We are in Virgo season. To me, Virgo, of course, is the equal opposite sign to Pisces, and as a result, you're doing a lot of balancing work. Wheel of Fortune, to me, shows that the wheel is turning in your favor. Things are moving forward. That's obvious. There's a lot of connections between the Wheel of Fortune and the World card, which came up twice in the same position, which is amazing for you. Six of Cups can deal with nostalgia. It can deal with sentimentality. You might be really processing from some things from the past. For those of you that have either been through a divorce or a home change, something to do with a actual child, or something to do with your inner child, or both, those could be things that you're really processing. You are moving forward, you are moving past some of that old energy, but you might be really kind of feeling it out. The thing that I would also say with the Six of Cups, it's a very sweet card, right? It's like the you know, little boys giving flowers to the little girl, and it's a very sweet kind of card. So to me, it also has that positive energy of maybe you doing something kind for someone, they do something kind for you. It still has a little bit of that six energy, like the Six of Pentacles, you know, it's the equal give and take. Overall, I do feel like you're moving past something that was just really challenging for you and going into a better place. If an ex pops up, you know, during the Mercury retrograde, it's very possible. If you got to clear the air with them, or, you know, just kind of get that closure, that's fine. Usually exes that come up during Mercury retrogrades, they're there for a review, not for forever. Let's get you some advice here, Pisces. Let's see what we have. This is a big reading. Wow. Wow. Pisces, I really do feel like things are just looking very up for you. Even if you feel like you have just been on a dark night of the soul, maybe you're still processing some of that. I don't think it's been an easy time, but wow. Suggested approach is the 10 of Cups. So really, I mean, look forward to future happiness. That is the ultimate bliss and joy right there. You know, even if you've lost something, or even if something major has changed, I feel like keeping your mind open, keeping your heart open to say, you know what? If something else from the past didn't work out, there's going to be something even better. There's going to be something even greater coming. And the Four of Wands, Pisces, it does not get nicer than that. That is like a happy home, stability, feeling good where you are, just having that sense of peace and contentment, and just a celebratory feeling. Eight of Pentacles is coming in here for what you need to know. So I would keep working at whatever you're doing that makes you happy. Whether it's your actual work, whether it's going to counseling or therapy, whether it's, you know, hanging out with your friends, writing in a journal, I don't care what it is. Like, if it's making you feel good, keep doing it and do the very best job that you can at it. Yeah, keep going for it. Knight of Wands. Might be time for a little vacation too, or working in a remote location. That could be part of that seeking your joy. Hopes and fears, you know, is the 10 of Pentacles, and I really feel like, you know, what it is you're afraid of is not having what you want, not having what you worked for, right? But the hope is that, you know, you can reestablish yourself and have something even better, right? Maybe before it was only the 9 of Pentacles, maybe you're looking for that whole 10 this time. And the Page of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like this is really where the mind maybe gets a little too active, maybe worrying a little bit too much about the future. We're all guilty of that. On the outcome, though, we've got the Page of Wands. Again, very similar to the Two of Wands. This is fresh new energy. It's joy. It's happiness. If there's a child in your life, Pisces, or pets or animals, that brings you even extra joy. That's like, that really gives you a lot of happiness. It's time to play a little bit more. If you've been working hard, and I get the feeling you have, it's time to have a little more fun. Let's get a clarifier on that Page of Wands, please. Yeah, things are coming through very, very quickly here, Pisces. It's almost, you know, how much good can you handle? How much can you allow into your life? We've got the 8 of Wands here. It was also on the bottom of the deck when I finished pulling the cards. So you've got a doubling of that energy coming out. 8 of Wands is fast communication, back and forth. Sagittarius energy could be, again, traveling, something over long distances. Cupid's arrows of love flying through the air many times, right? And on the bottom of the second deck at the end of the pulling was the Hierophant card again. So, you know, this could even, Pisces, this could be a month where you're meeting somebody that it turns into something really, really good. Whether it's like work, romance, friendship, like you could really be meeting people that connect with you in a big way. Big signs that I see here are going to be Capricorn, Taurus, Sagittarius. You know, those are the strongest signs that I see coming up. But of course, you know, take it as it resonates. It could be any sign. Just because it's not those signs doesn't mean it's not the good one. Let's get an affirmation on this for you, Pisces. Balance. That's what we said from the start. This is a definite balancing energy, equal give and take here, Pisces. That's a key theme for you. Create a balance between what you desire and what you can accomplish. Abandon prejudice and ego to see other perspectives on your situation. Find harmony in things material and spiritual. That's what that Hierophant's all about. And you got it twice, material and spiritual elements. Be at peace with the world as it is now. It can be a big blessing in disguise. I feel that so much here, Pisces. You've got, you know, some heavy, heavy stuff you're working through. But wow, I just feel like it's going in a much more positive direction. It might be better than you even thought it could ever be. So have an amazing month, y'all. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care.